Beneath Noctavia, Chapter 3, Shaman Goblin Shaman, Level 5, HP 6060. A shaman? Isn't that a type of mage? Judging by its level, it has to be the boss. But it doesn't have that much more HP despite being 2 levels above the others. Wait, what about MP? I can't see what its MP is. For all I know, that thing could have more MP than me. Let's see. 4 goblins plus the shaman. If I use Magic Bolt on the shaman, I'll get the sneak bonus. That'll leave it at 8 HP, then I'll finish it off with another round of bolts. I'll be able to use that spell 6 more times after that before running out of MP. I should be able to finish the goblins off with that and my katana. I'll run back to the house here if I need to. Ethan thinks before reaching out. The shaman is standing on a car with Ethan to its left. It can't see him from there, and the goblins are all staring at the shaman. Ethan casts Magic Bolt and shoots out 2 bolts from his fingertips. Nader 26 dim sneak, 26 dim sneak. Ethan casts a second Magic Bolt as the shaman and goblins turn to him. Before the second round of bolts hit him, a blue bubble appears. It surrounds the shaman entirely. The bolts hit the bubble and disappear, dealing no damage to the shaman. A shield? Ethan thinks before jumping up and running to the nearest house. He slams into the door, breaking it open, likely due to his increase in strength. He turns around just in time to see roots shooting out of the ground. He slams the door shut, causing the roots to slam into it. He presses against the door before the roots disappear. He steps back as 2 goblins jump on the door. Without him holding it shut, they fall inside and land on each other. Ethan wastes no time in stabbing them each in the head. Wine 150 D me, my 50D vital. Goblin 2, slain. Slain, 20 XP. Ethan doesn't get any drops, but the last 2 goblins jump inside. He avoids their clubs and backs up. They rush him, and Ethan runs upstairs. They chase as he hoped, and he turns around at the top. He kicks the first one, knocking it back into the second. Knight is 20 damagey. The 2 goblins tumble down the stairs. Ethan chases after them and jumps on them, stabbing the first through the head. He does the same to the last, keeping his foot on them so they can't get up. They lost their clubs on the way down. Might 150 damage vital. Might 150 DMG vital. Goblins 2, slain, plus 20 XP, plus $22 material drop. Ethan picks up and stores the goblin hide before walking to the door. He sees the shaman glaring at him, still standing on top of the car. The 2 stare at each other for a moment before Ethan sees something. There's a small crack in the bubble protecting the shaman. I just need 1 more hit on him, even without the sneak bonus. He thinks before smiling. He raises his left hand and casts Magic Bolt. 2 blue bolts shoot out and crash into the shield. The shaman smiles before raising its staff. The top of it glows green, and more roots grow out of the grass in front of the house. Ethan slams the door shut and runs to the kitchen. This house has the same layout as his own. All the houses here do. He finds the window with a view of the street and cuts it with his katana. The roots slam the door open, and he reaches out. He casts Magic Bolt 3 more times in quick succession. They all slam into the shield and disappear. But now the cracks that appeared are growing thicker and longer. The shaman creates more roots to slam through what remains of the window. But Ethan runs and runs out the front door. He casts Magic Bolt 2 more times, using the last of his mana. The shield endures them all, covered in a spiderweb of cracks. It looks like the shield will break with the lightest breeze. The shaman smiles widely as Ethan stops. Before he can cast a spell, Ethan throws his katana again. It slams into the shield, breaking it and piercing the shaman. Niter 13, Goblin Shaman slain, 50 XP plus $22 item drop. That fucking worked. Ethan shouts out with joy and pride. He runs out of mana and sits down on the floor to meditate. After what feels like an hour, he opens his eyes. His mana is full, and he starts observing things again. He continues doing this until he runs out of mana. He meditates again before observing an hour later. He keeps doing this without a break for anything. It's not until his alarm rings that pulls him out of his focus. He has an alarm set every day at 8 a.m. Ethan has a bad habit of oversleeping and is a deep sleeper. He grabs his phone and flinches. What the fuck? It's 8 a.m. How? Ethan thinks before 4 new message boxes appear. Observe level 3, Observe Now displays the target's MP and only costs 0.5 MPs per use. Meditation level 2. Meditation now increases MP regen by 3.5 times and HP regen by 6 times. Observe level 4, observe now displays the target's weak points. New quest? Answers. Figure out what's going on and why you have these powers. Rewards, random elemental gem. Accept decline? Ethan stares at the now familiar messages before sighing. He taps accept, wanting the answers more than the reward. I don't feel tired, even after staying up all night. Is that a part of my powers? I guess having magic makes your body not need sleep? What about food? Ethan thinks before his stomach growls. That answers that. Ethan says with a laugh while heading to the kitchen. He prepares pancakes for breakfast while thinking. My observe leveled up as I hoped. Same with meditation, but it doesn't say anything about monster dens. Though being able to see weak points and the MP of my enemies will be nice. Ethan thinks before flipping a pancake. He stops when he realizes something. How am I so calm about that? I mean, I fought goblins yesterday and didn't flinch. Why? Why did I not even notice how calm I've been about all this? This power is affecting my body. Does it also affect my mind? Is it making me more calm than normal? I haven't felt scared even when I was fighting, and I even killed those goblins. I felt their blood on my hands and didn't flinch. Ethan thinks before the smell of burning pancakes pulls him from his thoughts. He finishes cooking and sits down on the couch. Okay, even if these powers are affecting my mind, so what? I can't stop it from doing so. I'll just have to be more careful in the future. No more fighting goblins without even knowing how much damage my spells will do. I should also get more spells. I don't have the mana needed to fight as a mage, though. I'll keep working on observe and meditation today. With some luck, I'll be able to tell where monster dens are. Wait, I should also try increasing my stats. In various games I've played, the player can increase stats by training, so I'll go do push-ups in the garage as well. I should probably go out running too. But first, focus on observe. It's my only hope of knowing when I'll run into monsters. Its cost went down, so it should be easier to level up. With some luck, it'll level up into a passive skill that won't use my MP. Ethan finishes eating before sticking his plate in the sink. He walks around his house while observing everything. With the decrease in MP needed, he's able to use it 140 times before running out of MP. He sits in his living room and sets an alarm for noon. He starts meditating before feeling his MP reach its max. He continues observing everything after getting back up. He does this 4 times before his alarm goes off. He finishes using up his mana before sitting down on his couch. As soon as he's sitting, he gets 2 new messages. Meditation level 3. Meditation can now consume your mana at a slow pace instead of increasing regen rates. While consuming mana, you can focus on a skill you wish to learn. If the consumed mana is sufficient, you can learn the skill. Observe, level 4 Observe is now a passive skill, requiring no MP to use. Hell yeah! Ethan shouts with a grin. Wait, I last used meditation a while ago. Why am I just now getting the notification? Maybe I only get the notifications when I'm not doing something? Anyway, let's put this new meditation to use. I'll recharge my MP first, then focus on a skill or spell to enhance my strength and agility. If I'm going to be fighting, I need to be prepared. Since I can't rely on using spells against groups, I'll get my MP to strengthen my body. Ethan thinks before closing his eyes. He meditates to recover his MP. Once it's full, he starts thinking of enhancing his body. He imagines his muscles becoming stronger and his body becoming tougher. He feels his mana slowly leave his body and smiles. After an hour and a half, he feels the last of his mana disappear. He opens his eyes, ignoring the now familiar sensation of lightheadedness that comes with having low mana. 2 message boxes appear, making him smile. New skill, Enhance Body Level 1, active. 50 MPs per use. Enhance Body allows the caster to permanently enhance their own body. They can only enhance individual limbs, like arms, legs, and torso. The result of the enhancement will be random, but it will always be positive. The caster can only enhance each part of their body. Skill level +1, times. Mana sense level 2, it's now easier to sense mana around you. Ethan's smile grows wider than a kid on Christmas reading the new skills description. He immediately starts meditating to regain his mana. After another hour, he's fully charged. He casts Enhance Body on his arms and legs to start with. Enhance Body, arms. The muscles in your arms are now stronger, +2 strength. Enhance Body, legs. The muscles in your legs are more flexible, +2 agility. Ethan feels both his arms and both his legs heat up after casting the spell. The heat fades as he opens and closes his hands. The heat went from his shoulders to his fingers and his thighs to his toes, so he can't use Enhanced Body on his hands or feet. That's amazing. A permanent 2-stat up is great. If I level it up, then it'll provide even more stats too. But the 50 MP price is a big hurdle. I can barely use it twice right now. I need to increase my MP. Ethan thinks before someone knocks on his door.